Hi everyone, welcome back to Uke Theory with Matt Stead. This is just going to be a very short video to talk about cut time or 2/2 timing. Now, you might remember back in the last video, I mentioned that if you ever had a large capital C next to the treble clef, that represented 4/4 timing or common time. Now, a lot of people miss this. If that capital C has a line straight through the middle, it actually starts to represent cut time, which is 2/2 timing. And this timing is used for lots of marches, but later went on to be used in ragtime and jazz music. Now, you might think of 2/2 as 4/4 halved. And in some ways, a lot of arrangers did use it for that reason, because each of the notes in 2/2, as we learnt in the last video, the top number represents the the amount of beats. So in this case, we have 2 beats in every measure. And a bottom number represents the note length for that. And in 2/2 timing, we have a half note, otherwise called a minim. In 4/4 timing that I've written up above, we have quarter notes, or otherwise known as crotchets. Now, it doesn't take long until crotchets, if we subdivide them, start to turn into quavers. And then if I subdivide one more time, they start to turn into 16th notes. And things start looking really, really busy on a piece of sheet music. Whereas with 2/2 time, because we're starting with minims, otherwise known as half notes, the next time we subdivide them, we still have crotchets to go, okay? And then we would subdivide those again. I don't know if you can see this just down bottom, just about. Then you would have quavers. And it's a little bit longer before we get into semi-quavers, 16th notes and the like. So it's a neater way that arrangers found to write music. Another important distinction is the pulse. Remember in the last video we talked about the pulse being crucial for feel in a piece of music. Well, in 4/4 timing, there's one pulse in every bar, but those pulses necessarily are going to be 4 beats apart, aren't they? So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, pulse, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 2, eyes of blue. But oh, what those 5 could do, has anybody? But in 2/2 timing, there's a pulse at the start of each bar, but because there's only 2 beats in a bar, they come every 2 notes. Pulse and, pulse and, pulse, pulse, pulse and 2 and 1 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 and 2 and pulse and 2 and pulse and 2. So the pulses are a lot closer together, so it gives it that kind of classic rag feeling. And it's really important, the difference between 5 for 2, eyes of blue, which is quite a relaxed sounding kind of way of strumming, isn't it? And 5 for 2, eyes of blue, but oh, what those 5 could do, has anybody seen my 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and? The pulses are closer together, and it really affects the feel in a piece of music. So as I say, it's commonly used in marches, but because marches, which were played by brass bands in New Orleans, then kind of merged over many years into jazz music, early jazz music and New Orleans jazz music, they carried with them the 2/2 time signature. So if you're ever playing a piece of music and you have that capital C with the line going through it, think of it as 2/2 time, and it just means you count to 2 every bar. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. I hope that's been useful. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.